And the event stuff, everyone, all the like scholars and shit, they're researching, they're trying to figure out what's going on with these monkeys and why the vampires are weird. Master Quan comes to you guys with the level 15 vampire hunter, whose name I don't remember at this moment.
Tiddlywinks.
Sounds right.
He comes to you and he's like, I need a favor from you guys.
Yes, Mr. Tiddlywinks?
How can we assist you?
Stop.
No! His name is Tiddlywinks.
I need you guys, I've got a friend. He's the person who mentored me.
His name is Tiddlywonks.
I need you guys to go and fetch him and tell him that you need him over here because his knowledge is definitely going to be needed.
Okay, Mr. Tiddlywinks.
Where may we find him?
In the town of Tiddlywinks.
Look at that.
Tiddlywinks, not Tiddlywinks. You heard that, right?
Well, I mean, that's how they got all the other ones.
We got Tiddlywinks, Tiddlywonks, and Tiddlywinks.
Oh.
The trio.
I'm
A
flying.
trio?
Yeah! It's a fake trio.
That's the city of Nirvana.
What, Tiddlywinks?
How far away?
Have a trio.
Where are we traveling from at? But the road is well kept, so you shouldn't encounter too much danger.
Meaning there could still be some out there.
Oh, always. Torrid, that's his name.
Not Tiddlywinks?
No, it does start with a T though.
So I said Tiddlywinks.
Will you be helping provide our travel rations?
Oh yeah. You can definitely get what you need out of the monastery stores.
I'm in.
Alright.
I'm game.
I'm already invested in this mystery.
I'm still upset your name isn't Tiddlywinks though. Guy's name isn't Tiddlywinks. And so does the
I was going to say I would relish the opportunity to walk the world a bit, but then I realized that might lead to a really bad precedent of making plant puns that I really don't want to start.
Making what? Plant puns? I heard plant puns. I can make plant puns.
No, we were avoiding that.
You are.
I won't let you have any popcorn.
Damn. Try to think
When shall we depart?
I'd suggest sometime after next week. The weather this week is supposed to be awful.
I see.
I'm trying to Google for plant puns, but hot pot is really dangerous.
No, it didn't work for you because the puns that are working for me. Fuck off.
It's fine. Don't want to Google plant puns anyway.
Oh, what was that for?
Can't tell you.
Oh. I know what that's for. I accidentally, instead of adventuring blacksmith for a level equivalent of the XP you guys just oh wow, I thought that would be harder. I accidentally put adventuring clacksmith. I'm just on the chair. Alright, 1,600 plus 1,200 is 2,800 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. Plus 2,800 divided by 4 people.
700, I think?
Something more right about. Right about.
700 XP each.
Ooh.
You said divided by 4, right?
Yeah. 5 divided by 5.
Oh, well, that's different.
Because there are 5 of you.
So that would be like, what, 300?
560.
560 XP. And that's why I like giving hard fights. No one almost died this time, but you guys got so little XP.
I hurt myself.
But it is nice having the mixture of the two. Like, having this every now and then is because if it's all hard, 560. Sorry.
560?
Yeah. if it's all hard fights, it gets kind of disheartening of, okay, we've been lucky so far, but next time we really are just all going to die. And at some point, reasonable people stop going adventuring.
Nah.
If they're occasionally hard, it's one thing, but
Nah.
yeah.
Here.
Also, it only took us, what, maybe half an hour to do that fight? Like,
As opposed to
like
forever?
2? Yeah.
So the weather is awful that week. Just saying, thunder and lightning. Town actually catches fire at one point because it gets struck by lightning. Pretty bad storm.
Huh.
Hmm.
If it's a week-long storm,
Mm-hmm.
one of my disadvantages
Mhm.
as we go on,
Mm-hmm.
I have to be in sunlight like at least once a day, or I start taking con penalties.
Oh dear.
What?
How bad of a storm are we talking here?
There are a
think I
couple
can
days
create
where you
fun.
don't get any sunlight.
Oh.
But the rest, it's just a couple at a time.
Yeah, it's like 3 days in the middle of the week that the sun does not shine, and then it's out again.
Light would not do the trick. That's what you're looking at.
Yeah, damn.
Can I get help?
Yes.
Will you move so I can get past you?
I don't know
When I
about
get
that
up?
one.
Hey, can I have some of this root beer?
Go for it. I got it for everybody.
Oh, I didn't know if it was.
The cookies are for everybody too.
The spaghetti was for everybody too.
That's what I'm going at.
Cookies.
Iced cookies at that.
Oh, they're ice.
People always say those cookies are gross, and I just think they're dumb.
A good buddy of mine, years ago, I had like a dog that somebody gave a car, and I was like so heartbroken. So I went to the bar I was working at. I got drunk. Well, right next door were these 2 guys I was friends with, and I went over there to just kind of like hang out because I didn't feel like going home. Well, both of them were passed out, but one of them, his son, was like laid on the couch. He was like 6, 7 years old, and I sat in a recliner, and I thought the kid was asleep. Well, he woke up, and I was like, I still had like tears coming down and everything. And he's like, "What's wrong?" I said, "My puppy died." And his name's Dakota. I was like, "My puppy died, Dakota." And he's like, "Yeah, I'm sorry." So he goes in the kitchen, he grabs like 2 of these iced cookies, and he comes back and hands me one. And he sits in my lap. He's like, "This will make you feel better." And he sits in my lap. We sit there eating ice cookies, watching Phineas and Ferb, and I felt 100% better.
Phineas and Ferb will make anything better.
Yeah. Unless you have squirrels in your pants.
Boom.
So,
So nobody else is eating anymore. The rest is Wes's.
Yeah.
Okay.
so it's 1d4 con damage each day I go without sunlight.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
I'm trying to decide if I would travel outside of the town while the storm was happening, or just plant the seed to get through it.
Well, if you plant the seed, I mean, we'd wait for you. We'd wait for the storm to pass before
Yeah.
adventuring.
Like,
out
odds
anyway.
would be good I'd be back up before the storm was done, even, actually. I'm thinking, though, I would actually just travel outside of the city and just go set up camp past the storm. Just
You're
try,
assuming you
like,
can
when
get
he...
to
Because he
past it,
says
though.
he knew it was coming. He knew the weather was going to be bad. If he knew it was that bad, and I've been with him a year, presumably, it would have come up before. He would have told me, I would have just gotten out ahead of it and gone and just camped out in some field somewhere, probably. Or gone to another town or whatever.
And we'd just wait for you to come back.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'll do.
So we'll spend that week preparing and...
All
Do you
right.
not have a heat lamp for storms?
It's not heat, it's sunlight.
Why was this not here before?
All right. So after the storm, and then after you come back.
Were you growing? Are you growing?
I'm just getting out of the where the storm is, so I'll have daylight.
trying to keep him alive.
It's the day that the party has decided that they want to leave.
I've been training all week with that monk.
I've been sitting in a corner.
I'm gonna do some more
And
training
the-
as well.
Everyone
I
that shed
probably
needs
would be-
anymore.
Anybody who spends
I'd
time
probably be hanging out with the monkeys.
anybody who
If I
spends
could.
time training can give themselves an extra 100 XP.
I like hanging out with the monkeys.
A hundo. The monkeys like you.
Hey.
They don't run from you. Anytime you're in the monastery, the monkeys view you as a trusted friend.
Oh yay. I'm a friend of the monkeys.
I'm at house.
I'm so happy. The monkeys like me.
You weren't
Say
at
you're their
house.
I
house.
just see this big ass meathead barbarian just sitting there and all these monkeys.
I'm
just
5'5".
She's tiny.
I'm 5'5".
Oh, are you? Yes, she's tiny. Can probably lift all of you, but is
Also-
tiny.
Checking with the bishop every day, making sure he doesn't need any errands run or anything like that.
You know, that's the kicker. I'm very
Okay.
small.
And if he
But-
does run them.
Day of, time to go. Sun is out. It's beautiful. It's a little humid because of all the rain. A lot of mosquitoes.
I pet the monkeys
Just
a
like
little
it is
before I
here.
leave. I want to be friends. I like them. Even when they get let out back into forest, I'll probably still visit them.
They seem to like you too.
Um.
Oh, I'm my best friend.
All right.
I'm gonna name one Charles.
So, in order to get to the city of Nirvana, you're actually going to have to
Lily
go
Winks.
through a cave to get through a mountain. It's not a very long cave. It's not a very large mountain. It's just easier to go through it than around it, or up it.
Or
Trying
down
to
it.
cast light.
Or you can take torches,
I'm pretty
Or
sure
you
she's
can-
already gonna be casting light.
or you can cast light.
She don't like dark.
Mm-hmm.
Dark bad.
So yeah.
Just to make sure it's not like we'll have to be camping in it. It'll be like an hour or two. To get through it.
You will probably be in the cave for a day. For a day.
Yay.
Not a long game, my ass. You said it wasn't a long game.
Not as long as it could be. Whatever, Luna. It is so hot in here.
Yeah.
Really, I'm comfortable.
It has cooled down a list. It's just because of the low pressure.
It's just an observation.
I asked that we go in towards the evening and travel throughout it so that, I don't wither and die inside.
I'm done with that. But this whole motherfucker's gonna be lit up like a Christmas tree. Just so you know.
Uh,
Our position's gonna be given away and we will have no nightlight. I'm not dealing with the dark.
I'm fine with that. I
Okay.
don't have good vision anyway, I don't think.
As
long as you know.
I'm pretty sure. Either
You
dark
can-
vision or low
Then you can walk ahead of us. So that my light doesn't blind you. Then we can actually have a sentry out.
So you're walking. You're at the city gate. This is the moment of truth. Are you guys last your time to do stuff?
Nope, I'm good.
We got our rations.
Yeah.
I miss the monkeys.
You missed the monkeys.
I miss the monkeys. They're my
I
best
get-
friends.
Yeah, I'm not gonna write it down right this second, but I get a bedroll and like a week's worth of rations. I ask him if he thinks that'd be a good.
Mm-hmm.
That should be.
Alright.
Okay.
So a sack with
Three.
gather a week's work for everybody.
I already had a sleeping bag.
Yes, I do have dark vision.
Oh, nice.
And low light vision, but I think that comes with dark vision.
Not exactly.
It's not?
Because dark vision has a certain range.
Yeah.
It's usually 60 feet. Low light vision lets you see twice as far as a normal human would be able to in dim light.
Okay. I just thought it was like, if you have dark vision, you automatically have low light vision.
I don't think so.
So
Okay.
another week.
Well, there. Neat.
All right. So as y'all are exiting the gate, you hear someone shouting, "Hey, you!" No one turns around. Then whoever's last gets tapped on the shoulder.
Yeah, turn
Turn
around.
around.
There's a half elf. There's a half elf in what looks to be robes. She looks a little bit young to be a wizard, but she looks a little bit book heavy to be a sorcerer. So you don't. But she's following you. Behind her, you see a very similar looking half elf, except this one is leaning up against a warhorse and is in very heavy and very nice armor.
I like it. Unless I pretend to
Greetings.
that I don't like them.
She's like, "Hi, my name is Paige, and we are going to Nirvana. Would you guys happen to be headed in that direction?
As a matter of fact, we would.
We've been hearing reports of heavier bandit raids on the other side of the cave, so we were just hoping we could get some company on the way. It's just me and my sister."
Sense motive.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
18.
Crack.
19.
Quack.
Yes.
Or diplomacy.
Crack got a
I got a 14.
social anxiety. I'm gonna get a paper towel because your papers are getting wet.
Oh.
Also including diplomacy. Actually no. I have a +2 to my diplomacy.
So 5.
Julie. No.
So 5 overall.
No, some random guy comes up the street and quacks at you. It's not that impressive. But when a
Are you rolling
Sully does it, they
sense
just have a way with
Are you
the.
rolling a sense motive?
Yeah.
It's a goddamn 6.
What'd you get overall?
6.
No, her.
Oh.
6? Oh. Did you roll one?
Yeah, mine was 14.
14? You don't like her. There's something about her robes or her face or that horse is giving you some sort of weird look. You do not like these two. They're not evil or nothing, but you're not so
I also have sense. No. Fuck. I also have sense. Fiendish, whatever it's called.
What's it? Is it a spell?
I believe it is.
You can cast it. You don't distrust them, but you definitely think that she's not telling you something she should.
But those of us
The
that
rest,
didn't
the
roll
rest of you,
atrociously.
the rest of you
Detect
feel like she's telling
fiendish
the
presence, and I'm casting it.
Okay.
I just quacked at them. What did they do?
She looks a little bit taken aback.
Better to be taken aback because someone quacked at you than because someone's casting when they first meet you. So, good job, actually.
Yeah,
That was very diplomatic.
I was gonna say, if you
quick.
start casting a spell, it is obvious that you're casting a spell. Like, she's like, "Hey guys," and you start going, "Boo!"
No, I distracted them, but they're quacking.
She did quack at you though, so you're not the weirdest.
I'm just trying to make sure you're okay.
You don't detect any fiendish presence about her.
Okay.
She's evil. They're quack, not back.
Maybe she's just crazy.
Snack that quacks back.
I'm going to say yes,
Can I let them out?
that sounds
Silly.
very amiable. Unless
don't think
anyone
about it,
here
anyway.
has any problems?
No, I'm
You
fine.
need more because I don't know why.
Yeah,
Also
she's
not counting about
unarmed. She's
Just put it up high.
Microwave.
got very nice robes on. Looks like she's been on the road, but they are still nice robes.
You said it's a warhorse, though? The other one has?
Yeah, it is a horse. No, he doesn't have stats yet. But, yeah.
I swear I thought
It's
it
a large
said war
horse. She motions for the other half elf to come over, and she does, bringing the horse with her.
Oh, so not warhorse, just...
Just a
Wait.
very large horse.
Just that I don't have his stats. I thought I did, but
Okay.
it is either a war horse or a very large horse.
Shanika.
Is it, armored?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, she looks like she came from somewhere important.
Okay.
She's got very nice full plate armor on. She's got tower shield, a war hammer. She's
Is
out.
it a dragon tower shield?
She is outfitted.
Alright. Yeah, that sounds quite amiable. I am known as Consul. This is... I don't remember
Perception of
anyone's
her
name.
companion of his arms.
This is Astro. This is... I should know names by now.
Mila.
Mila. This is...
Azora.
Azora. And... I feel like I do know yours, but I can't think of it still.
Say.
Oh yeah, Xenophon.
Oh, she sat there for me.
My name's like the most memorable name out there. What the fuck?
Really bad at names, you know this.
Do I?
I assumed you did.
Who are you again?
Yes.
I'm a level 2.
3.
I'm a level 3. Okay.
I'm at level 3.
And do we have any NPCs from the monastery coming with us? No? Okay.
My little monk's not coming.
Don't worry, Consul.
The monk that I've
Give
been
it a
training
time, my name
is
will grow on
missing.
you.
Do you mean the demon hunter?
Yeah.
No, he's staying here with the vampire, with his boss.
Okay, before we leave, I'm telling him train.
He has been.
I know he's been training with me. When we go back, he's training with me. I want to see improvement.
He cries and runs away from you.
I'm not being mean. I'm encouraging. I am helping him get stronger. No, I'm not yelling at Thomas.
What are you yelling at?
The vampire hunter that couldn't fire a single damn shot. I have been training with him. All of my downtime has been training with him.
By what names are you known?
The one in robes introduces herself as Paige, and the one in armor introduces herself as Ale.
Is she Paige because she's a wizard? She gets her spells from a book. I'm going under here now. Goodbye.
Was that in character or out of character?
Yes.
You start making fun of her name right then and there.
Paige and Ale?
I'm already,
Ale.
I'm already making puns with him. It's the plan.
Welcome. Are you ready to depart?
Yes, we were just about to leave. We were hoping to find somebody before we left.
Alright, well, let us go.
So they walk out. The horse has got saddlebags on it that look to be full of food. So they also, you don't have to worry about them.
I make small talk, ask them where they've been, what they've done, that kind of thing.
They are from a city on the opposite side from where you're going. They were passing through Cerulean. Paige is definitely the one who does most of the talking. She seems very playful, lighthearted, not a care in the world. Ale, on the other hand, is a little bit more serious. She's kind, generous. She doesn't like bad talk or anything. But she's very
They're more withdrawn.
Yeah. Both of them seem like good people.
Do they tell any stories of their adventures, any scraps they've got into, so I can get an idea of what they can do in fights?
Most of the tales you get are just things that they've seen, people that they've met. It doesn't sound like Paige has done anything outstanding. Ale strikes you as a little bit more. She strikes you as the older sister, first of all, and a little bit more experienced, but she doesn't tell many stories. But she does mention that she is part of an order of knights. So she's got some history.
So that would explain the fancy armor then.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
Chan, you never answered my question.
What?
Is it a dragon tower shield?
It is not.
Why, you gonna try to steal it from her?
Perhaps. But actually, we found the dragon tower shield in a different game, and it's fucking red. Fuck.
What's taking y'all to...
You rolled something, and I said, hold on a second.
I was just perception to see if they were actually armed.
Oh yeah, they are. Well, you don't need to see anything on Page, but yes, there's obviously a very large and dangerous-looking warhammer on Ale's back.
You said she looks bookish. Is she actually carrying a spell book?
Paige the book girl.
You see books.
So that could just mean that she's very knowledgeable.
How tall is Ale?
Ale is 6'5". She's tall.
Holy shit.
You're tripping
Elves.
me
I
out.
want to be friends with her.
Elves in later editions
LA,
are.
yeah.
They will have elves.
I'm gonna be
My
friends.
nickname at work is LA, so y'all been
Oh, really?
tripping me out this whole time.
I'm gonna be friends with her. We'll try.
Everybody wants to be friends with me at work.
I'm talking about the Warhammer bitch.
Well, yeah, her too.
Just making small talk as we travel.
All
I'm
right.
gonna try to talk to Ale.
You do try to talk to Ale?
Yes.
She talks to you. She makes small talk with you. You ask her specific questions, she answers. If you ask her anything specific, now's the time. Sorry.
Haven't made it to the caves yet.
You're still traveling through the
Cat traveling?
woods.
So it's still daylight a little. Let me know when it starts getting dark.
Alright, awesome.
How long are we expecting it to take it to get to the cave?
To get to the cave itself should only be, you should be there by nightfall.
Okay.
And then it'll be through the cave. And then most of the travel is on that leg. That last leg. We'll probably get through the cave today, maybe a little bit past it.
I guess when we get there, I'll ask if we can spend the night on this side so that I can get some sun before we go in, and then go through it tomorrow.
No one seems to have a problem with that. Paige is very interested in what you are. She does ask you a lot of racial questions.
Are they
How
rude?
are you?
Are they rude racial questions, or are they?
I mean, she's as polite as she can.
As polite as she can.
14 diplomacy, so she's pretty
Yeah.
pretty nice about it.
I'm very guarded about anything to do with others of my kind, and I don't tell her where I'm from or any of that. But actual workings of the physiology, I'm more open with.
To be fair, they haven't told you where they're from yet either, so they don't treat that as weird.
Have we asked her where they're from?
No one has.
I did.
Oh, they didn't tell you. They didn't tell you where they were from originally. They told you
Where they traveled
yeah.
from recently, yeah.
They told you recent travels, but you haven't heard them say anything about home.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that was my first question, I believe.
Sorry. Then I'm
Second.
Do we know about what age range they are?
It's tricky with half.
Yeah, it's tricky with half elves. You can roll me a perception. Let's go with perception or heal.
Or what?
Or a heal check, whichever is higher.
18.
So what exactly are we on our way to do?
There is a retired vampire hunter who's just very, very knowledgeable. You're going to tell him, hey, we need your help. Weird shit's going down. So you guys are doing that while they deal with the vampires that are over there. That's why the actual vampire hunters are not with you. Because they're fighting the vampires.
The hardest thing about trying to draw Marilyn Monroe, their fucking jawline. Can't get it right.
So Paige looks like she's about 21 years old. And then Ale looks to be closer to 32.
Jeez.
So they're older than our.
So they're like tweens.
No, half elves are, they hit adulthood at 20.
Okay.
Okay.
Never mind.
Yeah, they're closer to humans than elves
Okay.
in lifespan.
Alright. Does anybody have a tent, actually?
Actually,
Ale does.
How big is it?
Big enough for her and her sister. Maybe one other person.
I actually have a tent.
You have a tent?
Yes.
How big is it?
It's a small tent.
Oh, so one.
But I also have a bedroll. You can use the tent.
Well, I mean, I'm guessing we all have bedrolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they set up a tent. Ale cooks. It's pretty tasty.
I help collect wood for fire on the chest.
Paige asks you if that's wrong. So is that like an insult to your race to make firewood?
You know, that's a good question.
You eat
Do
other
you eat
animals.
vegetables?
Are you allowed to eat cabbage?
I eat whatever I please.
Now what, bitch?
Yeah. You have cattle that are very similar to yourself. You eat those without a qualm.
Ale chuckles as her sister just got called a cow.
What incarnation? What you call this?
Where you've been waiting to use that
I had a lot of fun.
Dude, what's your deal?
I mean, I should have said that because you just called the chick a cow when she's obviously a book.
I would like to point out that she likened me to a cabbage first.
I mean,
That's a bigger insult in my book. Not if we're trying to be insulting, but if we're taking it like that.
He wasn't necessarily calling her sister a cow, but if the shoe fits, wear it.
Huh. I have a tent. Let's have a bedroll and a celestial lamp.
When did you get these things?
I don't know.
Lampo!
I got all the shit I got when you were here the last time.
I just don't have shit.
I just pulled up my list.
After we needed rope, me and Luna took a trip to the bazaar. We got sleeping rolls, ropes, bag of holding, rations.
What?
We got bag of holding?
No, just a bag.
Oh, don't
I was thinking about another game. My
We
bad.
got the bag.
So, how many people have tents?
Two.
Yeah.
2 that I know of.
I don't have a tent. I sleep in the cab.
What? I'm just getting out the combat mat. Don't look at me like that.
I sleep in the
I
cab!
have a tent, but I also have a hammock.
Who all is sleeping in their tent?
I am going to suggest before we go to bed that we rotate a watch throughout the night.
Ah, shut up.
I agree with her.
I sleep behind the
Shut up.
Should we roll initiative to see who's going first?
That's what I was about to suggest.
I actually say we be gracious hosts and let the other girls go first.
Hey, move that fork.
No.
Get that fork out of the way.
I mean,
Fuck you!
Fork you two.
Where are we in relation to them? Like, are they kind of doing their own thing? Are we like all super
they-
close to them?
I don't know what to do.
I don't know.
I can make it with my pencil.
I mean, they don't go out of their way to set the camp up away from you.
So primarily, it's we're basically all together then, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You need some help?
No.
Are you sure?
And
This is a
it's
Chucky shirt.
3.
I have another shirt, so you don't have to
That's
bend
7
over
people
so
total.
bad.
Get 2 to watch. That way, it's
That's
not
what I
just
was
one
thinking.
person.
Purse?
That's
They
what I
can
was
watch
thinking.
Multiple
Perf?
directions.
Purse?
Her.
well,
First?
anyone that wants to do that spellcasting, most spellcasters need a full 8 hours. So usually it's best to leave them out of watches. I don't know if you need full 8 hours. I don't know if
my
oracles
God.
do,
He's happy.
but a lot of people do.
I'm in the cave.
Okay.
There's 5 of us.
But I haven't spent any.
There's 5 of us, and then add them. That makes 7 people. So we could actually have 3.
Yeah, 3 watches.
Why does that smell like tequila?
So that's where their tent is. You have a small tent.
I have a small tent. Yes.
You can come pick where your tent is. It's a 5-foot square.
Just remembered something.
I have a large tent.
I want to put a line in the middle of it so it looks
You
like
can also put your tent wherever you want if you put it up. That's their tent.
I sleep in the cab.
Don't sleep in the cave.
I want to sleep in the cave!
Sleep with the party. We can't keep
Okay.
watch on you if you in the cave.
I'm literally
A spider
right
gonna
here.
eat you.
Right here!
It's dark over there. You can't see.
Yes, I
So
can!
I just remembered
It's
something.
not when you
Sleep.
sleep, and I'm not walking over there. So
I
you
don't
on your
actually
own. You're
sleep.
getting left out of the watch.
Okay.
My bad.
What happened?
Her foot was under my foot, and I
Oh.
sat down.
7 foot got hit with a bowling ball earlier today.
Ooh.
Ooh. I didn't know that. That was not my fault.
Wait.
So, something I forgot until just now. I don't actually sleep, so I can just stay up and watch the whole night.
Oh, well, that works.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind someone else being there with me, half the time, but
Yeah.
like I can be one of the two people for the whole time.
So do you
Yeah.
want to watch alone? Do you want there to be like?
Well, we were talking about having 2 people on watches, so like having a
so-
few other watches
And
of
that'll
one
cut
person.
everybody else's watch that much shorter.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what,
Whose tent
you're
is
gonna
that?
stay up and watch.
Mine.
This is
Um,
the girl's tent.
Which direction are you wanting to
You got a
watch?
big ass
Doesn't
tent.
matter.
And others are invited to sleep in the tent with me.
I sleep in the cave. I'm gonna sleep in the cave.
She's being.
behind the party. Behind the tent.
Okay.
There you go. You happy now?
I still think you're crazy sleeping in that dark ass cave, but
Well, at least she's at
whatever.
the mouth of it.
Because I have dark vision.
The cave. Did we get to look through it while it was still daylight?
You can if you want to.
I can look through it
If you don't want to go that far. or whatever, yeah. It just looks like rocks.
Doing my own.
Yeah, I looked through it and made sure there's no exits to it deeper in the mountain or anything. Or is this where we're going?
Yeah, this is where you're going.
Oh, okay. Then I'm going to suggest we not set up our tents right by the entrance, instead do it against a wall a little further down.
That's why I'm like
So that-
over here.
Sorry. You can just erase the cave part. So that we can have our back to a wall and not have to...
Worry about the opening.
Yeah.
So put the opening way the hell over here.
Yeah, like...
Oh, he's sad. Look what you've done.
Yeah, there we go. That works.
Fucker.
No, it says calf.
I know cow.
Y'all are going through the calf.
I want to sleep in the cab.
It's a different.
No!
It's a different language.
We did.
Let me sleep in the goddamn cab.
We are protecting you.
I can protect myself.
So who?
Not when you sleep.
It'll wake me up.
No, what? You damn right. It sure is. When your ass is dead.
She can sleep where she wants.
She just want a hood on you.
Where are you sleeping? Where are you sleeping?
In my bedroom on the ground.
Where?
Sleep over here. Actually, where's the horse?
The horse?
Yes. I probably sleep by the horse.
What horse?
They have a horse. Looks like it's here. Where's the horse? Hi, doggy. What are you? That's why get your head out there. That's Dixie, I think. Hey, Dixie girl. Come on. Dixie. Oh, Dixie.
There's Chris on.
Oh, no, I mean, probably just Dixie.
Hello, crazy eyes.
Hey, Camel. Come here. Hey, Camel. Oh, Pee-Pee.
So yeah,
Don't fall down.
Do you still want to set your tent up so far away from everybody?
Quack, quack.
I mean, I can put it a little bit closer that way.
Wherever you want to be. I just.
What are you doing?
You're way out there on your own.
Camel, what are you doing? Are you Harley or are you Dixie? I can't tell.
I'll come 2 spaces back that way. That way I'm only about 10 feet away from y'all.
where is the purple marker?
It died.
That works.
Oh, did it?
Yes.
Alright.
No, not literally. I just made a joke.
I'm gonna have a campfire about, here.
Here?
Yeah.
Why did I get pushed back by the horse? I am near this fire.
I don't know. I'm gonna just sit near it, keeping an eye out. I guess I'll watch that way. Whoever's on fresh will watch
I
me
will
watch this way.
recommend that you don't face the fire, face away from it so it doesn't ruin your night vision.
I'm gonna stay where I'm at and
And then
watch this general direction.
roll initiatives to figure out who goes on watch when.
I'm watching that way. Going back to the fire.
Alright.
Right here. Oh, right here. Can you grab a cup for a second?
So we all need to roll initiative.
Yeah.
Our house will have 4.
I'm also
18.
gonna say it's probably not a good idea to actually have
Let's
all
do
6
that
people
6.
take a watch. Do like 3 or 4
I
and
think so.
everybody else just sleeps through the night.
I rolled a 19.
Well, you get to have first watch if you want it.
Let's do it.
I would actually prefer if y'all rolled initiative for battle.
Okay.
That's gonna happen. Most
Alright.
likely.
Oh.
Roll me a perception
All of us?
console.
Yeah, come on.
What are you doing?
Literally.
Well, there is someone else on watch with me too.
There's-
Yeah,
We're
it's,
figuring
it
it out.
already rolled for who's out when it happens.
Okay.
13.
What's that?
No.
Initiative.
19 perception.
I was like, what did you tell me to roll? That's why I stared at you for a minute because I couldn't remember what you asked us to roll.
Did you hear me?
Nope.
19 perception.
14 on mine.
Harley, you're such a fool.
Well, you're a
Wait, be careful, there's not spark here. There's one. Is there not there anymore?
I don't think so.
So while everyone is sound asleep and sleeping soundly,
And a sound sleep of sleeping sound?
you hear some trees rustling in the forest at night.
What direction?
The direction you're facing.
How far off?
Sounds to be about 20 feet.
Oh, very close. Initiative of 21, by the way, just in case you want. Who is it that's on watch with me?
Ally.
That's
What
it.
was your initiative? 19? 21.
21.
Who rolled a 19?
I did. Originally, I rolled a 19 to watch, and then you said one for battle, so I re-rolled.
I did too.
So I got 14 the second time.
So what were y'all's initiatives?
Mine was 4.
Oh well, you're going last. Cage.
Yogi. Get down.
Mine was 4.
I'll sit you down.
I say to
She just
Ally.
farted.
Did you say 4?
Nasty.
Well, the messed up part is that
Yes.
wasn't Dixie.
Huh?
You didn't have Dixie.
I was Harley, I meant.
What is
I got
Azora's
them.
initiative?
4.
Which one of you, both of you reroll?
Yogi.
10.
9.
Which one are you? Harley, you farted on me.
That just means I like you.
You have been claimed as his woman.
Come on.
You knew he'd win.
Scratching his head.
With his finger.
Alright.
I don't do ginger, you know this.
So suddenly, you hear a monkey screech.
Did this happen immediately after I heard the rustling?
no.
I was doing things. You
Go
were
ahead.
just doing other
Do that.
things. Well, as soon as I hear it, I turn to Ally and say, I hear something over here. Keep an eye out for a second, and I pick up I get a burning stick from the fire, walk over towards it, keeping an eye out as I'm going.
Does the screech wake anybody up?
You hear a monkey screech.
Okay.
And a fireball flies towards Azora's tent.
Oh!
Nice.
Oh shit.
Not like a fireball to spell.
No, yeah, just a
but like
ball
a
of
little
fire.
ball of fire.
Yeah. Like produce flame, you would say.
And it hits your tent and goes through the cloth and lands right next to you. The smell of burning does wake you up. And you see a little ball of fire next to your bed going out, and your tent has a burning hole in it. Yes. So you're awake now.
Yeah.
So I shout, Magic monkeys! Except in a more my voice. More
Alright,
console
anybody
voice.
who does not sleep heavily wakes up.
Come up.
Well, I was already up, so.
Alright. So keep in mind, if you sleep with armor on, then you can have your armor. But if you do not sleep with armor on, you don't have your armor for this fight unless you want to spend a minute putting it on.
And if you have medium or heavier armor and you sleep with it without the feat endurance, then you're fatigued the next day.
Let's see.
So I don't recommend sleeping in your armor.
Oh,
Mine's legs.
Yeah, you can sleep in that if you choose to then.
Before
I put my
I
hoodie on.
stand up,
okay.
I'm
Without what?
putting on
I put my armor.
disguise which
What is your armor?
only armor.
That's a full turn
I
then.
have leather armor.
Yeah, so that's light. So you can sleep in that without being fatigued.
Okay.
It's still not going to be super comfortable, but we're out adventuring. That's a personal
I'm
decision.
gonna stand up.
Uh,
How much does your character value comfort over safety, you know?
I put my armor jacket on.
Safety over
And then
comfort.
my
So you
gloves.
sleep with it
That's
on.
going to have to be
Yes.
your first turn.
Okay.
You're going to have to use your whole first turn doing that.
That's fine.
Actually, it might be your first 2 turns. Because you have to put on your jacket and then put on your gloves.
Do you want to get down?
Would you move me like 10 feet over more because of the walking over? About, I imagine that's about as far as I got for
Okay.
the fireball.
Okay.
And then initiative.
And then initiative, as initiative happens. And some monkeys charge up.
Oh god.
Yogi. Hello.
3, 4.
He looks so happy.
Squeaking, squeak, squeaker.
I'm so proud.
Squeak, squeak.
Where you go?
I'm so proud of you guys.
All right. So first in initiative, it is console.
Holy crap, that's a lot of monkeys. What are we looking at?
Huh?
What are we looking at?
You're looking at 6 of the small ones, and then 2 of the medium ones that have fire when healing.
Was that the tiny and then small, you mean? Or like actual small and then medium-sized categories?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Well, I 5-foot shift to where I'm adjacent to both 1 and 5. I do a flurry of maneuvers, attempting to trip number 1. Actually, before I forget, we got healed up. I didn't get to take damage. And I've got this. Okay. So, attempting to trip number 1. That's a 19.
Fire.
You got a Harley.
That's C and
Not Harley,
B.
Dixie.
CMD.
C and B, which is
D.
That's what I said.
You said B twice.
I know my words.
Do you?
Just not your letters, apparently.
Hey Yogi, roll an initiative for me.
You rolled a what?
19.
You gotcha.
Okay. I kick him. That's gonna be
Will you get
a
down?
24 to hit.
You hit.
Get down.
7 damage.
Okay.
And then same thing. I attempt to trip number 5.
Okay.
That's 16 plus 7. That's gonna hit. That's gonna trip him. So attack of opportunity. 16 to hit.
That is gonna hit.
Alright, 9 damage.
Alright.
That's my turn.
And then it's Astro's turn.
Alright, I'm going to try to, well, I am going to head over toward
That reflexes is so
Uh,
nice when you're making
his
your
character.
attacks of opportunity.
To what?
I'm gonna head over toward his character.
Alright, do you put your armor on? Or were you sleeping in it?
I was sleeping in it.
Alright, so you get up. That's your move. One move action is to get up, stand up,
Yes.
and then
Don't
5,
throw your
10,
hands up.
15, 20, 25, 30. That's where you are.
Alright.
And that's your turn.
Alright.
And then it is the monkey's turn. Unfortunately, they rolled higher than everybody else in the party. Luna, you're still prone. Ash, you are still prone.
I'm still prone because I'm getting my stuff on.
Well, you have your turn hasn't been yet.
Okay.
Did that one just move by me? No.
No.
Okay.
Alright, Luna, you are taking 2 attacks. And your AC is -2.
4.
Is it 4? I wanted to say 4. I was like, that can't be right. I'm not gonna kill Luna. Oh wait.
Being prone sucks.
So yeah, they've got their little clubs.
Well, my
and
watch did not do very much
Does a
good.
15 hit you?
Our watch didn't do much.
-4, yes.
Alright, and that one was also going to hit you.
Apparently we were camping really fucking close to woods. I didn't know that because they weren't on the thing, but
I
you know.
didn't either.
Yeah.
Wait till I snow camp.
Y'all were sleeping, it didn't matter.
It does matter.
Because it would have mattered where we set up our camp. Because then we would have probably set up our camp in the cave.
8 damage.
Like a smart person.
8 damage overall.
Oh, I need to take off my damage from the other night.
And Ash, does a 7 hit you? No, neither of those hit you. So they both hit you and miss as you're laying on the ground waking up. Good job. Both of them are going to try and get up.
Alright, I just hit them both. Number 1 first. Ooh,
You're not tripping?
no. That's 9 to hit but I believe they're still at the -4 as they're getting up.
Still doesn't hit.
Okay. Which sucks because that was max damage.
And 5.
And 5. See, that's a 19 to hit, but I rolled minimum damage. Well, 19 before things. So, 5 damage. Yay. Man, I can't wait till I upgrade a trip.
And after that,
I assume they attack
their
me.
turn. Oh yeah, I do. I'm sorry. Thank you for reminding me. I actually thought it was your turn. Does 15 hit you?
Nope.
Alright. You doesn't hit. Then it's Mila's turn. Oh wait, no. This is their turn. Hold on. 3, 4, 5.
Did the caster monkeys do anything?
Yeah, they're doing that now.
Okay.
They healed the 2 that you hit. Their weird monkey language. Which, by the way, I'll do that in a second. Mila.
I'm standing up and putting on my.
Alright, if you stand up, right here, right now, it's 3 attacks of opportunity.
Where's the 3?
He's afraid
1,
of
2,
cars
3.
now, ever since the
This
other
is
one.
you. 1, 2, 3.
However, it's also an attack opportunity if you crawl.
Could you go?
I can't do anything else, so it doesn't
you
matter.
can attack from the ground at a -4. You do have the option.
So you can slide.
Against these, I would just take the attack of opportunity personally, but I think I
say,
got better
I'm just
AC.
standing
Standing
up.
up. Alright, I was just letting you know. This is my job to warn you. 9, 10 does not hit you. 14?
Yes.
11?
No.
5 damage. One of them hits you. Bonk.
I have horns.
Move action, stand up. Move action to put your weapon on. And that's your turn.
Okay.
After that, it is LA. Mm, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Tastes good at least.
That cunt.
Why?
That's why I was going to move him on that turn.
She didn't know that.
I know. Doesn't it suck? Y'all keep doing that to me. And I keep not being able to do shit. 'Cause I
She,
can't go
for
anywhere.
reference, by the way, she does not have her tower shield right now. She left that was on in 10. But
So she
this-
just have a big fuck off hammer.
Yeah, she just has a big fuck off hammer.
Heard.
Right.
Will you let me up for a second, please? Thank you.
Alright, she swings her hammer and bashes a monkey in the head.
Which one?
No, Camo.
4.
Come with me.
Oh, no, I'm cutting video.